This video is how to hook up a new vanity and a top in a bathroom. So the vanity top and how to get the plumbing hooked up. So basically I got the vanity in place and I just put the two hoses, the hot and cold water supplies, get the faucet on, put these two lines on first. This way I don't have to get up in there under the cabinet. Then it's easy enough just to hook the two lines to the stub outs on the wall. So I'm going to show how to get this trap installed. So like I said, I got the vanity screwed into the wall, took the old one out, and took out the old all the old parts. So now we have all fresh, new, and I'll get this in and caulk down too. But basically, here's the new trap, and the tailpiece. So I have some plumber's putty I'm going to put on there. So I'm going to show how to basically hook up a brand new top, how to do the plumbing for it. Once you get the vanity in, put the faucet on the top ahead of time. Then when you drop it down, like I said, now I just have to go in here and hook up the trap and the water lines. So I'll hook up the water lines first because that's back there, easy to access. Then I'll do the trap. So let me show how I... Next step is put that tailpiece, put the this top up here in, and then we'll go from there. So hang on for that. So basically I got the plumber's putty here, and I'm going to use the channel lock pliers, and this helps cut the pipe, or I can use a hacksaw. So I like to wear gloves when I do the plumber's putty, and we just have to knead it, get it rolled up, and put around this pop up here. So you have to have fresh, you have to have good stuff. So I bought some new stuff here, plumber's putty, and that's going to do the job to make the seal between the sink opening and this part here. Get this out. Comes with a couple of parts. This is the part I have to put. I have to put the plumber's putty. I have to put the plumber's putty around this, and then that's going to sit inside the hole in the sink, just like this. And then this part comes up through the sink and screws in here. Get some nice plumber's putty here. Not this much here. You don't need too much, but you need enough to get around this. Need a little layer around it, just like this. You don't even need that much. But how much I'm going to put here, and I drop it in the sink here, so I'll show what that looks like. Basically I got it here. So like I said, I got it here. I put it in here because there's a little recess here, so this is going to make up that difference. Push this here, get it push down a little bit, then I'll go underneath and get this threaded up into here, just like that. So start threading it in. I need two hands, but that's the point, and then I'm going to show what the next step is. So now I'll use this wrench channel locks to tighten this down. Let's see if I can get a better view of this. So I'm just tightening this nut here. As I do that, this will start to ooze out here, and then I'll clean it off with just with my finger. So let's get a better view here what I'm doing. So basically I'm just tightening this up here. I've got this face to the back because the pop-up arm is going to go here. Keep that where I want it. Just tighten this up. You don't want to over tighten it, but you don't want it under tightened either, otherwise it'll leak. Pretty good, a little more. That's going to be good. As you do this more often, you'll get a feel for how tight things need to be. And you have to think about what you're working with. I'm working with plastic and cultured marble, so you can't go, don't want to overdo anything here. Okay, as long as this gasket's nice. Next step. Next step is just strip this off, this excess. Then I'll take the plastic off later. Just like that. Okay, see if I can get it now. Okay, that should be good. Back to here, let's get the trap on. So basically I got this piece in here, the gooseneck here, this is the tail piece here, and this is the trap. I just got to get these all together, and I'll show how that looks in a minute. I just screw these two together, and I kept it loose so I can swing this. And now this is where this tail piece is going to go, just to extend this. So this will go up here like this, and I'll kind of show that in a second. The thing to remember, so this is 1.25 inches up here, and this is 1.5 inches. So when I put this nut up here, it's a little floppy, so you have to put the correct washer, which is this one. This goes from 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches. So I'll show it. So basically I'm going to put this up here, and then I'm going to put this over that, just like this. Okay, so now that nut, you can see it makes up the difference. So that's where a lot of people go and make a mistake. So make sure this is 1.25 inches from this sink. This comes with the faucet, and now I have to go to 1 inch. In this case, it's 1.5 inches, so you need the proper washer. Okay, let me go further. So then the next trick is, how do you get this to swing up and connect all that? So what you do is you just unscrew this right here. Unscrew the trap. Make this connection last. So now this is free. Stick it onto the sink tail piece, and then I can just simply line it up and connect it. So that's how you do that. So I got everything hand tight. That's all you have to do. And so we got here this nut, 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches. This is the tail piece. This is the trap. This is the arm. So our gooseneck here, we got that, and we basically got everything tightened up. Now I'm going to do the water lines, like I said. These can go on next. I do have to put this on here, the lever, and that goes in the back here, and I can see that it's going to hit the wall, so I have to cut a little bit off of that. And that's basically what I have to do. So I just give that a snip. So this goes in first, this pop-up. So you put it this way here, drop it right in just like this. This is going to go in from underneath this way, and then that's going to make that actuate up and down. And this is the rod that I'm going to connect to, just so when I pull up, it's going to go up. Drop this down in. There's a hole back there. That, and that's going to go in this hole here from underneath. Gotta take this little plastic cover off. I didn't see that. So the cover's off. It exposes this O-ring. Now I can push it in there. So make sure you take that cover off. Push that in. Next step, get this in this lever bracket arm here. Oops. Get that into here. Push it. Okay, good. That's locked in, and I just put it to the level I want. About here, we'll try it. Yeah, that's good. And you pull this blue little tab down, it locks it. So now that's working. So now this works up and down, just like that. I can lower this if I want. Basically, this is how it works. Up and down. Adjusted it so that's not too high. So like this, that works nice. Take this blue cover off, plastic. Okay, let's get these water lines. So hot is always on the left, or at least it's supposed to be. Let's put it that way. And I like to loop them around, so I like to get them so that actually I'll create a loop like this. So we'll put this one here. Okay, get hand tight and then use a wrench. Make sure the hoses aren't interfering with anything. And as I took off these valve handles so that I can actually, to give myself a little room to access this here, but I'll put them right back on. Let's get these tight. Not overly tight, but they got to be tight. Okay, put the handles back on. Make sure the escutcheons are against the wall. Get everything tested. On the water, I like to run some hot water too. Check for any leaks. Everything looks good. This job is done. I'm just going to caulk this top edge in, and that's it.